Thanks, Mom! Hey guys, welcome back to another Stacy Vlogs video. So today I'm just going to be doing a simple day in the life. You might notice I'm not anywhere in any riding clothes right now. I'm in my field boots, some leggings, and a sweatshirt and a hat. It's a 20 to 30 minute drive to the stables, so I always wear something comfy. Now that I'm all ready to head over and ride my horse, I'm going to go ahead and change because I always bring clothes to the barn. Okay, I have changed and I always just put my helmet on right before I get on so I don't have to worry about my helmet right now. So let's go ahead and get Gigi out. In case you guys didn't know, this is Gigi, my Philippine Arabian. I love Gigi. She is so sweet. So I always head out to the barn around 8 o'clock, and so it's about 8:30 because it's about a 20-minute drive. Took about 5 minutes to change and 5 minutes to go ahead and get my horse out. So now we're just going to go ahead and groom. Okay, I've got my helmet on. Now it's time to just tack Gigi up. I always get ready fairly quickly so that I can start all the other stuff after I ride. So this is my saddle pad, just a normal white jumper saddle pad, my saddle, and lastly my classic bridle. So now I usually just lead her over to the arena. It's about 5 minutes away. I'm just usually lead my horse over. But I think today I'm just gonna take her on a little trail ride over to the arena. Okay, now that I made it into the arena, she's pretty much already warmed up by this time. I usually trot her around halfway through. So I usually just start cantering once I get into the arena. Today I cantered immediately because she was pretty fresh once coming into the arena. So I gave her a little bit to go into just a slow canter, do some curls, some circles, and yeah, I usually start jumping her tracking left, but today I decided to track right, so I changed directions and I extended her canter and we just started doing some normal jumping. We usually start with exercises, but today I switched it up a lot just for fun. Sometimes I like to do that. So I just switched it up, and now that she's all into the jumping mood, I'm doing this exercise where I canter, go into the trot, jump over these two jumps. So after my horse canters, I trot her, and then I let her canter over the last jump. So that's one of the exercises we do. We also do exercises like this where I cut mid, and then I jump over one side, trot, canter, and then I turn right around and I do the same thing, except I go the other direction. So this time I'm turning this way. Just barely got the trot in there, but she's a really good jumper. After a little bit more jumping, I just kind of cool her down. Once I'm done jumping, I usually ride her for about an hour and jump her for about 45 minutes and give her 15 minutes to just cool down before I take her back to a trail ride, because I usually trail her around Dundle after cooling down in the arena a little bit more so she's not fresh when she's on the trail. So I usually just walk her over this bridge, and there's always a little log that goes over the trail, and I actually found a really cool way to get up onto that log, and I just like to ride over the log and kind of go over a trail that you have to go over a log for. So that was pretty cool when I found that a few weeks ago. Okay, so I rode her up onto the log to go into the trail that follows it. You can already see from here that there's a I'm just getting onto the log, but she kind of has to step onto it. She's really good with walking over it. We just kind of like to walk or trot, in this case trot, because she was really fresh that I just allowed her to trot. Didn't want to hold her face too much, which I need to do to keep her walking since she was really fresh today. I would walk her through this little kind of ravine that I kind of found out about, and yeah, I thought this was a really cool spot, and sometimes I would even ride her over here with like a picnic basket and have a picnic here. But in this case, I just kind of got off and relaxed with her. Just kind of sat down and relaxed. Usually I spend about 5 minutes there, just relaxing a little bit. And then I ride Gigi out of this little ditch here, the little ravine, and go down off the. She kind of does a little bit of a slide to come off the rock. This is also how we get up. So you can see she kind of slides a little bit, but it's all fine. She's not going to get hurt. It's just a little shortcut we found to get up onto the log. It might even be the only way. And after that, I was done riding for the day. And so now it's time for the boring stuff. Took my little shortcut out that I tend to use pretty often. Now that I'm on changed once again, it went over to the feed room inside of the stables. So I enter the stable. This is basically where all the lesson horses live. I don't really ride them. I used to, but now that I have my own horse, I don't really have the need to. I basically just enter the feed room. This is so basically this is the feed room. Yeah, this is the feed room, I guess. My horse doesn't really eat hay. I give her grain. So I go ahead and get my grain bucket. I opened up, grab a bucket. I grab my bin, and basically I feed my horse alfalfa pellets. Okay, guys, I fed Gigi. She's already turned out because she always lives in a pasture. I rode her, fed her, and off camera I mucked out her pasture. I filled up her water off camera too, and now it's time for my mom to pick me up.